Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight's live stream. I always got to check my mic. I'm never totally confident. Let me just, I'm going to get a sneak peek here on my actual phone because yesterday it was not good quality. And so I set that particular live stream on private. Okay, it looks like it's saying that the connection and everything is fine. So all right. Hello, guys. And welcome to tonight's live stream. So in case you have a notebook dedicated to our live streams, tonight we're going to talk about how to achieve your online business goals guaranteed. All right, guaranteed. I want to work with people that want to know how to guarantee their success. I want to work with people who know that their success is on lock. I want to work with people who can set a goal for their business and know that with absolute certainty that goal can be materialized. I want to work with people who want to go someplace and know that they can actually get there. I want to work with people that really do believe in themselves and that believe in their ability, right, to accomplish, right, their goals. And I'm not talking about pie in the sky stuff. Right? I'm talking about when I say reasonable, you understand what I'm saying, right? Anything can be reasonable, right? Reasonable is totally up to the holder. So where I can say I see myself as, a 6-figure a month business, right? You might not feel the same way about your business, right? So I wouldn't expect you to say that. But if you see yourself as a $5,000 a month business at this point or a $10,000 a month business at this point, right? That might be reasonable for you. And I'll share this and we're going to break into things. I always feel like I go through like this emotional thing before I go live. But today I had a conversation with one of my coaching clients who is now a GoPro member. So everyone say, hello, Trisha. It's funny how again, that's the power of community, right? Like that's the power of community. It's like your people want to just keep working with you and doing the things that you're doing. But she's a coaching client and she became a member of GoPro. And I won't share the nature of our conversation, but literally like our conversation really inspired me and reminded me of why I do what I do. On Tuesday during office hours, and if my internet, you guys, starts to get all wonky, just hang with me. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to press through. There's nothing else I can do. And I believe that the message will be the message, and those that are destined to hear the message, you'll hear the message and it will be well received. On Tuesday during office hours, and I want to get a shout out to, again, more inspirations from Tuesday that just reminded me of why I do what I do. Dakari, thank you so much for popping on and allowing me to be of your service and to help you, get your business up and running and kind of work out the kinks that were going on in your business. Marissa, thank you so much for popping on and having your camera on and just introducing yourself, because seeing you and Marissa, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind me sharing this, but she's the woman I mentioned you guys at 72 years old, and she was a real estate professional and she got in some kind of accident, and I didn't know how bad the accident was. Her age was the main thing that she was kind of like, please be patient with me. But she got started without ever talking to me. She's someone that emailed me and said, Steph, I was just watching your live stream and I'm signing up right now. So I never connected with her, didn't even know, Marissa existed in that way. But she popped on Tuesday's office hours and she was like bedridden, like laying down because of just the state that she's in right now. And then I had another lady, Angelina, right, who got started on Sunday. And Sunday was a night I wasn't even going to go live because I was so tired from spending all day at a business event with my daughter. But I reminded myself when I was doing my mentorship call, that stuff, no, you're supposed to go live every single night. Like that's your job. That's what you do. That's your commitment. And so I went live and I was able to connect with Angelina during that live stream. And she was someone that opted in just that day. And she popped on office hours and, had questions. And I bring this up because for me, it reminds me that our business is not about sales. And for those of y'all that don't get this, that's fine. You can pop off, but I'm not going to ignore like what I believe I'm called to share and how I'm supposed to show up, because I believe it's meant for someone. But it's like those instances, right? And then of course, many other connections that I have. I'm just reminded that this stuff is not a game, that I don't show up to make sales, right? I use terms like run up a bag and make a grip, and those things are really fun terms. And I want us all to run up a bag. Who wants to run up a bag, right? Like who wants to run up a bag? Who wants to make a grip? You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things are really fun, thoughts and ideas and, slang, phrases to use. But the fact of the matter is, as we're running up a grip, as we are, as we're making a grip, as we're running up a bag, all these different things, there are real people on the other side. Like we can't make a grip without people believing in us and what it is that we do, right? We run up a bag at the high service of other people. And so it's like all of these interactions, they just keep reminding me of how real like this is that I have my hands on. Like, I don't know where you are right now in your business and what your expectation is or what you want to do or what you want to stand for. But I believe the people that I attract to my business are people that have a heart like I do, where they not only want to get it for themselves, which was my mission back in 2007 when I got started, but I truly believe they want to get it for themselves, right? So that they can begin to change their own life, so that they can begin to help other people as well. Right? So number one, I just want to say thank you, right, to everyone, in my community, for everyone that's rocking with me, for everyone that's been rocking with me, for your trust, for your belief in me, for your confidence in me. Not that I can make anything happen for you, but you take my recommendations, you take my tough love, you take my coaching. And that means the world to me, again, because it reminds me that I'm not just showing up to make money. I'm not just showing up to teach you how to make money, but I know that there likely is a really, really good reason for you wanting to make money. There's probably a really, really good reason for you to want to learn digital marketing and learn the business of online business and learn how to do all of this stuff. There's probably a really, really good reason. And if I haven't connected with you in that way, if you are part of my community or if you're someone that's like looking on and I haven't connected with you in this way, like I just want to acknowledge the fact that I don't believe you're here just to make money. I believe there's a really, really good reason for why you want to do what you do. And I just want to let you know that literally every single day that I show up, I don't show up in hopes of making a sale or making money. I know those things are happening for me. I've always said this before, it's not, my business is not dependent upon one person saying yes or no. I make money at the high service. And so I know that my business is always going to do well when it comes to that. But as far as where my heart is, like it literally is understanding that each and every one of us likely want to do what it is that we do because there's something bigger that we're actually seeking to accomplish. And so if I haven't connected with you in that way, and I don't really know your why, or I don't really know you that well, like just know that I know. Right. And if you ever want to reach out to me and like, let me know what your why is, right? Like why this is so important to you. If you've been on the fence, I didn't even expect to go all this place tonight with this, but if you're someone that's been on the fence, right, feel free to email me. Like, let me know, why are you on the fence? Right. Let me know why this has been a tough decision for you. Right. Like, and let me know where you want to go. Let me know where you want to go and what's holding you back from deciding to get there. Right. And clearly, if you're already working with me, you're part of my community, reach out to me, send me an email. Like, let me know why this is so important to you right now. Right. Let me know, like, why, these next 90 days together, right, closing out 2023 is so instrumental. Because for me, it like makes such a difference to put stories behind names and faces behind names and all these individual things, because believe it or not, it's not even motivation. It's just such confirmation, right, of why I do what it is that I do. So in a sense, I guess you could say it's selfish, but it's selfish in a way that has a really pure motivation as well. So anyways, thank you so much. I'm not going to apologize, but thank you so much for bearing with me. Like just as I shared that, because as I was preparing to go live, like that was just really, really on my heart. I ended up sharing a little bit more, right? But that was on my heart. And I think it's just really, really important, right? For people to know your mission, right? And to know what's actually driving that mission and why you're actually doing what it is that you do. Because again, right, people make their buying decisions, right, based upon real connections, right, that they end up having with another human being, right? And so just like I want to know more about, you and your motivations, like if my motivations have never been clear to you, I hope, but by me sharing the way that I share, not just tonight, but all the time, that you are really, really clear on my motivations as well. So while what I do is not about like when, for example, right, let's say Veronica, right, the next 90 days, she goes out there and she makes $20,000 in her business. I don't get a dime of that, right? Like this is not network marketing. This is not MLM. I don't even know. Again, why am I going here? I don't know. So you would wonder, Steph, why do you have such a vested interest? After you make the sale, why aren't you just on to the next sale? Well, first off, I am on to the next sale. I'm always making sales in my business, right? So like, I'm always off to the next sale. However, I'm not always off to the next person, right? I do what I do. I have a vested interest because I realize these are real people with real desires that really want to make something happen for themselves. And I remember what it felt like when I was getting started. And I remember my desires, and I remember what I wanted out of this, right? I remember all of those things. And I remember how serious I was about this. I mean, my entire 16 years, there were so many stories and examples that I haven't shared, right? Because when I look at them, they're not necessarily like instrumental, but I'm just telling you, so many experiences, right? Because I wanted more, right? I wanted more. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and dive into things tonight. Because the fact of the matter is, each and every one of you, you've got to understand that business is not like, it's not like you say, I want to be in business, and then life gives you like this big bowl with a bunch of like pieces of paper with, different numbers or different outcomes on them, and it's folded up. And even though you have the desire to start a business, right, this bowl isn't presented to you with all of these options, and then it's up to you to like choose, and then that your business is a luck of the draw. I need you to write that down. Your business is not the luck of a draw. You are your business's guarantee. Please write that down. You are your business's guarantee. So you need to start feeling some kind of way about you. Okay, so again, I want to get a visual on that, because believe it or not, a lot of people, like when the word guaranteed is thrown out, they're like, oh, there are no guarantees. Yeah, in a sense, there are. Depends upon how you look at it. I'm going to read the definition. In a sense, there is. I guaranteed my business success. I've achieved my business goals. I've always understood that I'm my business's biggest guarantee. I'll always bet on black. Y'all have heard me say all of these things before. If you're newer to my world, there you go. When I invest into mentors, when I invest into resources, whether that be people, tools, opportunities, those are accelerants. Those are there to help me get to where I'm going. They are never the reason why I will be successful. I am the guarantee, right? You are the guarantee. The moment you understand that, right, the weight of your business, right, is on you. You should feel a different weight when you realize you are the guarantee. So depending upon how long you've been at this thing, I'm seeing some of your faces right now. Depending upon how long you've been at this thing, isn't it crazy if no one's ever made you realize that all this time, right, whatever guarantee, whatever results you've wanted, it's been on you. That the cards are not stacked against you. You've never chosen a wrong business. You've never joined a wrong person, meaning in terms of your success. You can decide to be successful given any circumstances that you desire, because you are the guarantee. So let's talk about the definition real quick for guarantee, okay? Because I want to nip this in the bud as we start so that you understand you really can guarantee it. All right, so guarantee, it's a formal promise or assurance. Do you feel like you can give your business an assurance? Then we think about this for a second, okay? A formal promise or assurance that certain conditions will be fulfilled. Okay? And then it goes on to say, especially that a product will be repaired or replaced if not a specified quality, if not of a specified quality and durability. So we understand that aspect of guarantee, right? Is another one, a formal pledge. Well, that's actually different. That's pertaining to the law. All right. But other words that are similar to guarantee: warranty, warrant, contract, covenant, bond, assurance. Why would you not want to give any of those things to your business? Why would you actually want to say there is no guarantee? How many of you guys have felt maybe the way that I shared earlier, where you're like, you really believe like there was a big bull and that your business is luck of the draw? How many of y'all have really believed, right, that there are just some people that are like destined to be successful, and there are others that just, no matter what they do, right, no matter what you do, you're not going to be successful? How many of y'all have felt like the chips like literally have been stacked against you or are stacked against you? You don't have to weigh in, right? But I want really you to think about this. But then what if, like, you woke up and you're like, wait a second. Every morning I get up, my alarm goes off, and I get out of bed. I get dressed, I brush my teeth, do my rigmarole, grab my cup of coffee or my tea, grab my keys, get in my car, make the trek to work, and I arrive. So every day, depending upon your age, you've been guaranteeing your paycheck because you show up every single day. You have the assurance that what? You're going to get to work. And so you show up and you're able to collect a check. If you can give yourself an assurance in one area of your life, why can't you give yourself an assurance in another area of your life? Because you give yourself that assurance of getting to your job every single day. Why? So that certain conditions will be fulfilled. What are those conditions? You can do your work and collect a check. So can I ask you a question? Do you feel like you guarantee getting paid every 2 weeks? Do you feel like if you had to bet on yourself, that you could bet on yourself that I bet you that I will collect that paycheck in 2 weeks? I bet you that paycheck will be in my bank account in 2 weeks. And I bet you I can tell you by the cent how much it's going to be. Is that not a guarantee? Why do we believe business is like, all right, I'm in business. Let me put this blindfold on and let's just see what happens. Let's just see where this thing takes us. Why can't we get methodical? Why can't we get systematic? Why can't we, learn the rules? Why can't we, follow a process? Why can't we make the same decisions to guarantee our outcome? Why can't we? I'll talk about this on another day, but it really does. Again, it comes back down to what we said yesterday. Remember J Money? Belief. I said J Money because he actually put it out there last night when I was talking about it. It's because you don't believe. You don't believe you can start a business and build that business to a place of replacing your full-time income. Isn't that right? You don't believe, right, that you can invest set amount of dollars and not lose everything because you have the inability to get it back, right? You don't believe, which is why you use words like I can't spend money, because you don't understand that business is about investing and it's meant to always get the money back and then some. So when are you going to ever step up, right? Or when will you step up, or have you already stepped up? I said, you know what? Wait a second. Business is not a luck of the draw. Literally, I decide how wide open, right, we take this. I decide. And how do we decide? We decide based upon how we show up every single day. So remember what I said before, right? I will never say, and I've said it before, but I've learned, if I can do it, you can do it too, because I'm as ordinary as they come. I am as, I'm not gonna say ordinary, right? I am as girl next door as they come. I am as girl next door as they come. So if I believe someone like myself can make the decision to earn pretty doggone well through her own efforts, I do believe that anyone has the capacity, has the ability to do it. But will you believe the way that I believed in myself? Will you do the things that I did in order to guarantee my success, to guarantee the outcome, right? I assured myself in 2007 that this would become my new way of life. It became my new way of life. I assured myself that I wanted to get this for myself so that I could turn right back around and begin to help other people get it. And I've been able to do that. So I want to talk a little bit about what it takes. And again, clearly, right, for those of y'all that want to do what it is that I do, you want to model my business, right? You want to work alongside of me. And I want to throw it out there, right? Even if y'all are already in, because not everybody that invests decides they want to be mentored again. Okay. So it's like I said earlier, I work with Veronica and she goes out there and makes $20,000. It doesn't mean anything for me outside of celebrating, right, to go all in on themselves and make it happen. So I literally like mentor, right, out of calling, I guess you can call it. It's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not saying you have to do that at all, but I guess it's what I'm supposed to do it. Because no matter what I do, I end up mentoring somehow, whether there's a win in it for me or not. So I do want to mentor 10 people this month. If you are already in, if you're already, in GoPro, if you're already in my turnkey system and you want to be mentored, right? Please email me. All right. This is not a sign-up ploy. All right. Because again, like I said, not everyone that invests wants to really be mentored. Okay. All you got to do is be an action taker. That's all you got to do is be an action taker. Is actually do what you say you're going to do. All right. So I want to mentor 10 people. If you're already in, just email me. All right. And you and I will decide together if working with me in this capacity, right, is the best fit for you. All right. For both of us, because it has to be a really good energy exchange. If you have not gotten started yet and you're like, yeah, this sounds like a fantastic opportunity, right? Again, email me, right? Get in regardless, because the fact of the matter is you're not getting in for the mentorship. You're getting in because you recognize a really great opportunity, right? That can help you get everything that you need to go pro when it comes to your online business. We'll talk about that in just a moment. All right. But I wanted to make sure that I threw that out there because it was put on my heart a couple days ago and I avoided it. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm just being honest. Yeah, no, that's not happening. That's when you know you're supposed to do something, right? Is when you're disobedient and yet it doesn't leave you, right? It doesn't leave you. All right. So 10 people. All right. 10 people. All right. So if you think you're ready, and literally you're ready to kick things up this month. All right. You're ready to kick things up this month and then carry over. Right. Please reach out to me. All right. Let's go. All right. So do you guys, based upon that definition, do you believe that you can, right, guarantee the goals that you set forth inside of your online business? I know you can. So the one thing I want to talk about tonight, all right, which is so important, and this is really, again, Trisha really inspired this when we met today. And I don't know why, but it's trust. If we're talking about guaranteeing our success, right? Thank you for that premium coaching for new text pros. Thank you, Veronica. And you guys are action takers. So I believe you really believe that. I believe you really feel that, right? A word I like to use a lot is I believe you really know that to be true for you. I do. Because the fact of the matter is we can. There is no just luck. We create our own luck, right? And luck is opportunity meeting preparation, right? Opportunity meeting preparation. That's how we create our own luck. So I've loved over the years, people are like, yeah, Steph, you do so well because you have an email list. Oh, when I came online, someone hand delivered me an email list and said, go make a bunch of money. That's how it happened for me. Someone just hand delivered me an email list and said, you're so deserving of this. You're so worthy of this. Here's your big fat email list. Now go make a ton of money, but don't tell anybody we gave you the email list. Like that's how you see how people create these limitations. It's easy for me because I have an email list. Instead of saying, Steph, I understand like you're able to do so well because you do have an email list. Might you show me how to build an email list as well? So I too can begin to experience the kind of results that you have. So you're lucky. You're good on video. 16 years into this. Instead of just saying where I'm lucky and I can't do what you do, why not saying, Steph, will you work with me? Will you help me? Will you help me? Because I see how this could be really beneficial for my business. I see how this can really help my business, right? And I want to gain confidence. I want to be able to do what you do instead of just calling someone lucky, right? So in that sense, yes, I'm lucky because I was prepared when opportunity met me. And I didn't fight for my limitations. I fight it for what I wanted. And remember, what you fight for, you get to keep. How many things have you fought for in your life because you wanted to hold on to them? Well, believe it or not, when you fight for all of these excuses and reasons and blah, 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 you might not think you want to keep them, but you're fighting for them. You're allowing them to be in your life versus fighting for what it is that you want. I always tell people, again, because like money is that one thing, right? Money and time, a lot of times with people. It wasn't always fun conversations. Like I had to muster up something when I, desired my husband's help to help me invest into things, but I knew why. I knew it was instrumental to I knew it played a role in my success. And I knew I was good for it. Does it make sense? Like, again, the whole guarantee part. I know if I invest into something, I'm going to be made better for it. So it's never an expenditure. It's never money lost. It's never a hope, a wish, and a prayer. It's never a gamble. It's never a roll of a dice. It's like I know, and again, we're going to move into the word trust. Too often, you guys, We're wanting to trust people. We're looking for all the reasons for why, Steph, you better not let me down. I'm going to give you this $500, but you better not let me down. I'm trusting you. Have you ever looked in the mirror and said, hey, baby girl, I'm trusting you. Go out there today and give it your all. I'm trusting you. You said this was the year that we fire our boss. You said this is the year where we rack up a stack in our savings. You said this was the year. No more excuses. I'm trusting you. Y'all, that's really where like the life transforming trust happens. If you ever have to say, right, I'm laying down my money and I'm trusting you, you're trusting the wrong person. Because trusting yourself first, like full out, you'll only make investments where you know you can trust the person and you'll never have to say it. Y'all, am I getting too deep tonight? Just let me know. But I'm telling you guys, like these are the little things. These are little tweaks that make a difference in the outcome that you desire. It's not video titles. All those things are nice. But again, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you show up, all of these things make a difference. Because again, when you trust yourself, it liberates you in your business to do what you got to do, to not let yourself down. You say you're going to go live every night, you go live every night. Right? In my mentorship call the other night, right, on Sunday, right? Share this with you guys because this is real. Like, and I'm sure all of you guys can say I've had times like this, right? I told them, I said, I look a hot mess because I've been out all day, with my daughter at a business convention. And I said, I think I'm going to go live tonight. Then I was like, no, I'm going live tonight. And I told them the next day, I said, if you guys go back and listen to that lesson, you'll hear the fact that I reminded myself during that lesson because the way that I felt about it, I was like, I had an excuse. I had a reason, right? I've been out all day. I felt like I looked like crap. Like I was just tired, right? But then I reminded myself, no, Steph, that's what you do. You go live. Of course you're going to go live, right? So again, when you start to, I'm going to end it with this. All right. And then for those of y'all that, again, you want to know like how we make money together, why what I do is so important, why I want to tell the world about it, I'll talk about that in just a moment. And if you want to be one of the 10 people that I mentor this month, right, then you can make the decision. But so let's say, for example, let's say Veronica invests money with me and there is a promise to that money, right? Like I'm supposed to do something when Veronica gives me the money and I don't do the thing. Okay. There's a loss of trust there, right? Rightfully so, right? She shouldn't trust me because we exchanged, right? I told her I would do something. She gave me money. I did not do it. Okay. Strike one. Some time goes by and Veronica's just like, but gosh, I love this. I love Steph just so much. She's so inspiring. And she's like, you know what? Maybe that was just a bad thing. Maybe it was, maybe I didn't really understand. She invests money again. I let her down again. Whatever she invested in, right? Again, I don't fulfill. Right? Strike two. Let's say she does it again. Strike three. Don't fulfill. Right? It gets harder and harder now. The likelihood is she's going to stop trusting me. Right? She's going to stop trusting me. Who sees where I'm going with this? How many years have you been saying you're going to fire your boss? How long have you been saying you're going to get your business together? You guys realize your trust in yourself wears out too. Because here's the thing, the only evidence you have is that you lie to yourself. So it's never about what someone else is going to do for you. It literally is what you're going to do for yourself. So that's why for me, it's so important that I go live every single night, because that's the promise I made to myself. I said, this is what I'm going to do in exchange, right, for the results that I desire. This is what I'm going to do. Y'all should write that down. This is what I'm going to do in exchange for the results that I want. So whatever the outcome is for the day, I know I did my part. I know I did not let myself down. So when I look up and business just comes in from, I'm like, where'd that person come from? Where'd that person come from? It's not surprising, because I already said this is what I would do in exchange for the outcome that I wanted. I'm not chasing sales. I don't chase people, none of that stuff. It's what I said I would do in exchange for the outcome. I expect the outcome. The outcome's already there. I got to do my part. So I have very much so evidence in my business and my life that when I commit to a thing, I get a result, right? I have the evidence. Now, on the flip side, you keep lying to yourself. And that's, you guys, I hate to say it, that's what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's a lie. Y'all, I've done it to myself before, so I can speak very I'm not calling anybody out. If anything, you're recognizing yourself in this. Right? I've created an awareness in you right now of what might be stopping you. So when your only evidence is, but for the past 5 years, I said I was firing my boss, and here I go, waking up tomorrow again, going back to my job. When the only evidence is the fact that you don't live up to your promises, that you make promises to yourself all the time, and you can't remember the last time you made a promise and you actually kept it to yourself. Why should you trust yourself? It's a heck of a lot easier to put the trust on good old Steph Perez, right? Heck of a lot easier to put the good old trust factor on somebody else. But when you trust yourself, like, I don't make bad decisions. I don't make bad buying decisions. I invest in myself very wisely, because I know I trust myself. I know what I want. I know what's going to get me there. I recognize the opportunities, right, that are an accelerant or a vehicle to get me there. If I want to go faster, I invest in things that get me there faster. I don't make bad decisions, because I trust myself to do what I got to do to make the best out of that situation. And here's the thing. I trust myself so cold that I already know. Remember how I talked about before, transformation happens the moment a transaction. I don't invest into anything in hopes of. So some of y'all have, that's your issue. I don't have the money. Don't you? And again, I'm not suggesting anything, but it's because you're not quite sure if you can trust yourself in making that decision. Again, how do we achieve online business goals? Guaranteed. It's not in a pre-launch. It's not getting in something at the right time. It's not even joining the right person. Because honestly, all of those things will happen for you if you trust yourself. Do you guys see how it just all works together? Isn't it funny how everything I share with you guys and teach you guys, like it works together? It's synergy. Right? It's synergy. So we guarantee, right? Or we achieve our online business goals guaranteed, because we understand the moment that I make a transaction, the result, the outcome, the transformation has already occurred. Because we're all smart. I would never invest into anything that wasn't going to get me an outcome. You guys see this? Right? Like, sometimes I wonder, am I supposed to talk about this stuff? Am I supposed to talk about this stuff? Am I in the wrong industry? But what I know, right, is that my community is growing in such a dope way with people that get this. And it's like, this is why they gravitate here, is because it entirely makes sense. They're here for it. They're ready for this. right? And they too want to they know that they can guarantee, they're ready to step into a different space. It might not entirely make sense to them at this point, but they're like, no, that like you're onto something. Like I can see exactly why the past 5 years have been what the past 5 years have been. And if I want something different, I got to do something different. If I want different outcome, different results, I got to do something different. So you're right. We do. Right? We do. Veronica says, yes, you are. Her words are spirit of truth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? So trust, you guys. Trust. Because it doesn't matter what you decide to do, what you decide to jump into, how you feel. If you don't trust yourself, it doesn't matter what you touch. Going forth will always be like any energy you give, it will be displaced. Because I'm always going to be successful no matter, like, the decision I make is the decision I live in. It's the decision I'm taking. Right? Absolutely. Yeah. The truth is a lot of people expect more from other people. It's easy because it's a blame game. No matter how you look at it, it's the blame game. Because then we can run around on the net and say, don't believe Steph Perez. She's all hype. Well, no, because you put you never trusted yourself. So it's easy. It's absolutely easy to put it in someone else because then we can say, but I trusted you. Right? But I trusted you. You guys, being a coach for the past few years, bizarre experiences. It's always the people that don't show up, book a call and no show, come to calls unprepared, and then tell you you're doing coaching wrong. I'm not even joking. Can't even make this up. It's never those that show up, do the work, ask questions, cry. It's never those people. Never. It's always the ones that feel like they don't have to live up to their end of things. Again, I'm so glad I've had all of these experiences because I've learned a lot about the process of success. And it's not just in business, it's in every phase of life. If I was working a 9-to-5 job and I wanted to promote myself, you heard what I just said, right? You heard what I just said. I would promote myself. I wouldn't sit back waiting for someone to promote me. I would find out exactly what needs to be done to promote myself, and I would do it. I'm not waiting. And I have like that kind of expectation, like in my life period. I know that if I want something, like, and here's the thing, then I promise I'll move on, right? I'll promise I'll move on. I think of so many things where it was like, I knew it was mine. Like I just knew I wanted it and I knew that I was going to get it or I was going to have it. Right? When I used to be in, this is long before I was even a nurse. I'm like, if I go on a job interview and I want the job, it's mine. Like it's mine. And that's exactly how it would go down. It would be mine. I put my mind to something, my husband too. We put our minds together with something. I don't remember the last time we didn't pull it off. You heard I just said there, right? Pulled it off. I'm not saying it's always a cakewalk. See, that's what people expect, cakewalk. Steph, you didn't tell me that I was going to have to do so many videos. You didn't tell me that. Because the thing about success being guaranteed is there's no stipulation. Right? The only time we muck this up is we're like, I'm brand new, I know nothing, but I want to make $10,000 tomorrow. Well, I'm not even playing that game with you. You're in that all by yourself. Because that's, unless you know something I don't know. But again, with business is the same thing. I can always tell someone that makes their mind up. That's where it comes from a core place where it's like, I just know. And I can always tell those that know based upon their actions, right? Faith is an action word. Please write that down. Faith is an action word. All right. All right. So now let's talk practical, right? Let's talk practical. Steph, what do you do? How do you do it? Right? Why do I believe what I do, right, really does help people like get a faster jump on their business. For the topic of tonight, like what I do, how does it help to guarantee like someone's success? And believe me, you can do anything and guarantee your success. Okay, my path is not the only path. You can decide to do anything and guarantee your success. But I'm going to tell you why I believe so much in what it is that I do, based upon the outcomes that I've been seeing. And again, compared to my 16 years of experience. All right, compared to my 16 years of experience. All right, and you guys understand, like it really takes like a bold understanding, not even a stance, an understanding and a knowing that when I use words like, or phrases like $10,000 by Christmas, for some of y'all, it's done because you decided. For some of y'all, it's done because you decided. I use words like guarantee. You've already guaranteed your success because you decided. Like you just simply decided. And there is no other possible outcome. And I'm going to say this and I'll move on. Think about how many things in your life where we've said there is no other option. And you lived in whatever that decision was because in your mind, while there's always other options, right? Like literally, there's always other options. Let's be for real, right? We can always decide we're going to get a divorce. We can always decide, I'm not going to lose weight. I'm okay being the weight that I am. There's always, right? So there is no other choice, can just be lip service. But when you mean it, isn't it funny how like literally there are no other choices? That you end up getting what you want simply because you said there are no other choices and you wrote that decision out. Y'all, business is no different. I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be with you guys. Is allowing you to realize business is no different. If I follow a plan to lose 10 pounds over the next 30 days, it's because I followed a plan and I said, I'm unavailable for not losing 10 pounds. I'm going to work the plan because the plan says I'm guaranteed to lose 10 pounds. Therefore, I'm going to follow it. Not losing 10 pounds is not an option. You follow the plan, you look up and you've lost 10 pounds in 30 days. But in business, for whatever reason, anytime money is associated with something, we just instantly think risk, gamble, uncertainty, lucky. We start making all of these excuses. And this is why I say things like invest in position to get the outcome you desire. Don't invest based upon current situations. Because you'll just be stuck in your current situation. Like that will always be the barometer. That will always be the decision maker. Do you want your current situation to always be the decision maker? Or do you want to have a bigger vision, right, for where you're going and base your decision based upon where you're going? Y'all, there have been many years, right, where we've done cruises and we planned for it and put the deposit down and paid it off in 6 months, made our payments over 6 months. It didn't matter the way things looked at the time we booked it. We were certain that by 6 months, we were going to have it. Think about where you would be if current situations and circumstances always dictated your outcome. We would never get anywhere. We would make such horrible decisions, right? And the fact is, we would keep manifesting the same things because I'm going to drop the bomb and I'm going to move on. We're all awesome manifestors. Do you understand that? Because what you have right now, you manifested. Congratulations. You can manifest exactly where I am right now, what I have, all the things, good, bad, and different. I manifested this. So you don't need to learn how to manifest. You need to learn how to practically make better decisions to get you where you want to go. because it's the decisions you already made that have you manifesting what you have right now. You don't need to learn how to manifest. Manifesting is not a positive. Manifesting is what manifesting is. It's something becoming real. So what you are experiencing right now is real. It's your real situation, it's your real circumstance. You manifested that based upon decisions that you made some time ago. So what you need to do is actually correct your decision-making process, because you're already an awesome manifester. You already know how to make decisions. You've just not made good decisions. Especially if you want to change, right? Not judging anyone. I just have to assume if you're like me, you want better, right? Very grateful, all things, but I know I'm capable of more. I want better. So I've had to adjust my decisions and make better decisions because I already know I'm great at manifesting. Congratulations to me. Good, bad, or indifferent. Now that's eye-opening. That's eye-opening. And it's powerful to bring into your business to know that you can invest in yourself and take this thing right exactly where you want it to go. Right? So I always say when I talk about investing, it's not because I want to make more money from you. It's because, you know what? Say you do video. You finally make a sale. I don't know how long it's going to take you. What do you want the reward to be? Because all I know is it takes the same decision. Again, I'm thinking about my two products, my two products, right? 100 and 500. Same decision-making process. Same decision-making process. I just want to position myself for more because I work pretty doggone hard. So I hope this can help you guys. All right. I really, really hope this can help you. All right. So let's talk about what it is that I do. All right. Remember, I'm looking to mentor 10 people this month. 10 people this month. All right. If you're already in, you still got to email me, tell me you want to be mentored, because not everybody that signs up wants to be mentored in this way. All right. You're going to get a little bit extra mentorship from me this month outside of what everyone else gets. Looking for 10. If you're not in yet, right, get in, right, and let's go, right? Let's get you mentored. If you're already in and you're like, Steph, yes, the opportunity is not evading you. I'm here, right? Come on, Cletus, just email me and we'll do it, all right? I want 10 success stories this month. I want 10 success stories this month, all right? So number one, all right, when I think about helping people guarantee their business success, one of the things I love about what I do, again, from the practical sense now of guaranteeing your success, right, and being able to get started faster and thinking about your goals, is one of the things that kills me, right, is when someone takes forever to get set up, forever to get started, forever to create a product, forever to think about what they want to do and then turn that into a business idea, right? So rule number one, right, for me and what I do, and when I work with people, what I suggest, again, let's act like you're sitting in my living room, right? And I'm helping you flesh this out for yourself, right? Number one, you want a simple product that you can begin promoting sooner versus later, right? There is this lady I love, right? It's been almost a year since she signed up for one of my coaching programs. And she was trying to take an idea that she had, right? An area in her own life that she was able to transform for herself. And she was trying to take that and turn it into a service or a business or a product to help other people, right? And so I reached out to her and I said, where do you want to go from here? Like, your time's almost up. Like, I want to keep working with you. What do you want to do? And essentially she said she doesn't know if she wants to persist because building an online business is hard. Because over this 12 months, she hasn't been able to turn it into a business. Over this 12 months, she hasn't been able to turn it into a business. And this is not to point fingers. That's why I'm not calling out her name, because her situation is not unique. There's many people, right, that are in that situation. And it literally breaks my heart. That's the spirit in which I share this. That breaks my heart. So when I say, number one, you want a simple product that you can begin promoting sooner versus later, right? And we know we want that product to be in high demand, so it's easier to get out there. It's easier to build an audience, right? It's easier to call people in. It's easier to get people's attention. It's easier to sell because it's already in high demand. And I can look at somebody like Veronica, right? Who knew nothing about the business of online business. And in 3 weeks got her business set up, right? Jessica, 24 hours, right? Shantae, who knew something about business, right? But 72 hours. And fully set up, right? Dakari, right around a month, right at a month, right? Many other people, right? Premium coaching for new tax pros, right? I believe he got his system up in less than a week. When I look at that, to me, I'm being responsible by saying, hey, y'all, there's an easier way. That's how I feel about this. That's how I feel. I'm never saying that creating your own products or taking an idea and turning it into a business wrong. I'm just saying, like, I believe I found an easier way. And based upon the results that we're getting people and just sheerly getting set up and on their way with marketing, and like, how can I not want to help people in that way and really spotlight that there really is an easier way, right? So when we talk about guarantee, do you want to make it easier on yourself or hard on yourself? Right? Like, you know where you are right now. You know what you have to help you in getting started. You know how fast you want to get started. And the fact of the matter is, you know what you want to do. Now, that's why I'm here in this direction right now. I didn't want to keep doing what I was doing. I wanted something different for my business. It's much like a career change. I've done so much over 16 years, and I just had to begin thinking back to what I really loved. I love biz ops. I can't do them because I stand for quality, and I want to make sure people are always learning. And so if I'm never in their life again, it's not about what opportunity we're going to go to together. It's the fact that I'm so glad that, you know what, Steph Perez entered my life, because she hooked me up with something that taught me digital marketing, that taught me the business of online business, that taught me the world of being able to become my own cash register, right? She introduced me to a course that I was able to license, right? And now I've been selling it as my own for years and years and years, or whatever. That's what I want. I don't want to introduce you to something where we have to keep chasing opportunity because things shut down and don't go as we want them to go. I literally want to set you up. I want to hook you up. I want to make sure that no matter how things go, I left you better. You're more self-sufficient. You're knowledgeable, all the things. You're skillful. Yeah, because here's the thing I never talk about a whole lot, because I really don't want you to have to do this. Right? Like, I want you to be able to have a lighter business for yourself where you can make $500 sales and even $100 sales by just simply going live or shooting videos or doing TikToks or whatever in a couple hours a day. But here's the thing. You become skillful. So there are people that will pay you thousands of dollars to set up what Veronica set up for herself. There are people that will pay you hundreds of dollars to create email campaigns for them. There are people that will pay you thousands of dollars, right, to manage their content, to manage their social media. There are people for every single thing, right, that we teach in our course. There are people that will pay you for your insight, for your knowledge, for your experience to do for them, or to consult and to give them your expert opinion or advice or insight. You become so much more valuable because of this information. And y'all, that's the world we're already in. And it's where it's just continuing to progress. Right now, we're about $1 billion a day industry in terms of digital marketing, e-learning. And by 2026, it's poised to be a $2 billion a day industry, because people are steadily coming to the internet, right? Wanting this stuff, one way or another, wanting this stuff. How do you want to be positioned in all of this? Do you want to still be the person trying to get things together, trying to learn, right? Or do you want to be the person, right, where you can actually shed some light? I was laughing because in my conversation with Trisha today, she had said, like, one of her friends had mentioned something about she was learning SEO. And Trisha, if you ever met Trisha, you guys all will. She's hilarious. She's like, oh, you mean search engine optimization? And she said she was thinking to herself, like, I'm so glad that I met you and I learned from you because I knew exactly what she was talking about. But just the way that she said it, oh, you mean search engine optimization? So like, where do you want to be in all of this? Do you want to really be on the outside looking in saying, oh my gosh, I wish I would have taken what Steph said so seriously? Or do you want to be positioned right where, as the world turns and as things happen, not only can you make money selling a course, but if someone is like, I just need someone to help me set up a website. I just need someone to help me set up a funnel, that you can say, okay, say less. You can either learn for $500 or you can pay me $3,000 and I'll gladly do it for you. And you guys know there are businesses out there, they don't want to consume information. They want the doggone thing done. Shantae, am I right or am I right? They want it done. The price is a never mind. They just want it done so they can move on with making money. That's their function. They don't care about learning the stuff. I don't talk about this a whole lot, but y'all, that's what our course sets you up to understand and know for yourself. This is not just a go through the course so that you can resell the course. That's just an awesome benefit, right? For us that want to make money by helping other people learn how to make money online, right? But the benefits are amazing in terms of like what you can learn and who you can become and where you can take this stuff. All right, number 2. All right, again, you want to lock in your online business success. Write that down. That's what we're talking about right now. You want to lock it in. These are the things that over years, right, I learned how to do for myself. I learned how to have set up, right, so that I could, like, again, solidify my own success. These are the fundamentals. All right, number 2. So once you have that thing you're selling, because remember, okay, and I talked about this the other night, we want to love it. Right? We want to like know that people need this, they desire it. We should feel like everybody needs this, right? Like that's how we should be loving this, right? And then again, it's a plus if you can be like Veronica and know that in just a couple of weeks' time, you can be on your way with marketing and beginning to sell it, right? With our blueprint, you can get that set up in like 24 hours, right? The turnkey program, more involved. Right? But still, you can get it set up within, 24 hours to 3 weeks is what the average is right now. Number 2, okay? You want proven guidance, mentorship, and a plan. Why recreate the wheel? Why think you're going to do it any better? Why go out there and plug into 10 different people on YouTube and try to botch all of this together? Why not shorten your learning curve? Why not connect with someone that's been there, done that? I can say, you could do that, but this is the easier path. This is the better path, right? So again, if you want to lock in your online business success, right? Because again, we are trusting ourselves, right? And one way that we trust ourselves is by deciding to make good decisions, right? Because if I make a good decision, I can trust the decision. I can trust everything involved in it, which is going to allow me to move faster. If I have to keep second guessing, like I go watch a free YouTube video, then I'm like, let me go research this on Google to see if that's really legit and that's really the way it is. And then you know what? Let me just go on Reddit and make sure that, let's go see what people are saying on Reddit. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Right? No, trust that I'm aligning, right, with the mentor, with the system, with the plan, so that I don't have to second guess whether or not I'm getting good counsel. I know I'm getting good counsel, right? Therefore, I'm going to be able to achieve what I need to achieve faster because it's trusted. All right. The members that come into the turnkey system don't have to watch a video and then say, well, I wonder, is there a better marketing system? Is there better this? Is there better that? That defeats the purpose. That's what I had to do when I was coming up. Someone would recommend like GetResponse. Well, is that really the best autoresponder? Maybe there's Aweber, and then maybe there's this, and maybe there's this. Y'all, over the years, I've had so many marketing systems, so many autoresponders, right? Why? Because that's the path I went down. People are getting set up so fast here because we eliminate like the decision-making process. Here's your free marketing system. Now plug in our done for you funnel. Now follow our step-by-step instructions. We make it easy, right? It's like Steve Jobs, right? He used to always wear like the same black shirt, not the same, but it was the same shirt. He just had multiples of them. Why did he do that? So he wouldn't have decision fatigue. What's decision fatigue? Where you take more times in the weeds trying to think about things that don't need to be thought about. If every single day I put on the same shirt, that's one less decision I have to make. When you come into the turnkey system and you follow our guidance, those are less decisions that you have to contemplate. You don't have to worry about what's the best, blah, blah, blah. No, you just do what's in front of you. That's how we win. That's how we get things set up. Am I blowing your mind, y'all? Right? We prevent decision fatigue. We don't leave it up to you. Right? We help you get set up. If you want to go out there and make it more difficult, you can. But if you want to get set up quickly, just follow the plan. That, again, this is how we lock things in. Make it fancy once you're at $10,000 a month. Make it fancy once you're like, you got this, and you have proven data and statistics about what works for you. To get set up fast, use what's in front of you. All right, use what's in front of you. All right, number 3. All right, you want to get a money-getting system working for you, not just set up, but working for you. All right, you want a money-getting system that's going to help you generate leads, right? That's going to help follow up with your leads. That's going to help sell people on what it is that you're selling. That's going to have a sales page, right? That's going to do all of the explaining for you, give all of the details for you, right? And that's going to spit out payments on the other end of people that are like, yes, this is what I want. Let me go get my debit or credit card. Let me plug in PayPal. This is what I want. Cha-ching, $500, right? So your money-getting system is exactly that. It's designed to get you money. It's designed to get you money. So you're not exchanging time, right, for sales. You're not spending an hour on the phone with someone, right, for let me think about it. They can think about it by being on your email list, reading your emails, visiting your sales page, right, as often as they need to, and building the confidence and the trust in themselves, right, that, yeah, this is the right move to make. All right, so you want to get a money-getting system working for you ASAP. And again, that's what we help you do, right, in the actual system. All right, so you invest your $500 and like literally the next day, that's what you should be focused on, is that pre-built funnel section where you're going to learn automation and you're going to get your automation set up at the same time. Like literally write that down, right? You invest the $500 and like literally the next time you log into your computer, right, watch my orientation video and then that's your first order of business. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. That's it. That's it, right? That's how we get set up quickly. See, again, decision fatigue. There's no decision for you to make. I just told you exactly what to do to get set up fast. Guidance, mentorship, a plan. Number 4, okay? Once your system is set up, you're going to do what Veronica did. You're going to choose one platform. And you're going to start creating content every single day on that platform. Write this down. The content that you create is designed to inspire, empower, share your journey, and educate. Okay? The content that you create is designed to inspire, empower, share your journey, and educate. Choose any platform you want to. Choose the best formats that's going to allow you to accomplish that task. For me, it was YouTube, and it's been YouTube. I made 28 sales in my first 30 days following those instructions right there. I showed up every single day for 30 days. I inspired, I empowered, I shared my journey, and I educated. All from a place of being completely brand new to all of this. But because I was locked into a learn and earn opportunity, I had plenty of stuff to learn, and I just simply ran back and told people what I was learning and sharing my journey, where I was going, my vision, you know, working as a nurse and how I want more for myself and where I'm going to be in 100 days. And, you know, I used to have to do this for business. Now I get to like just do these videos and hang out online, inspired people, empowered people, shared my journey, and educated. 28 sales, first 30 days. Number 5, okay? I'm giving you a full business plan right here. This is how simple your business plan can be. Number 5, this is where most people mess up. You're going to invite people every single day to buy from you. Ooh, I just said a bad word. Do you think if you're showing up every single day to inspire, and again, a lot of people miss out on that, right? People are not going to respond to, right? Let's make $100 a day. Let's make $500 a day, right? What are you doing to inspire them? What are you doing to empower them? What are you doing to get them thinking differently about their life's path? What are you doing them to get them saying, you know what, I want to be like you, right? I've been watching your content and I want to be I want to be like you. I want to do what you're doing. Because if you do that and you educate as well, right? Rightfully so, you can invite people to buy from you every single day. Because now you're not just like the other internet marketers that are just, they're promoting hype on Facebook or wherever. But it's like, again, like tonight, right? Have I inspired you some? Have I empowered you? Have I shared a bit of my journey? Am I educating you? And guess what? I'm going to ask you to buy from me tonight. I'm going to ask you to align with me. I'm going to ask you to purchase my digital marketing and online business course. What happens if you do that every day for 30 days? And then you do it again the next 30 days every day. And the next 30 days what happens to your business? What happens to your confidence? What happens to your skill set? What happens to everything? You create momentum. You feel amazing. You're better, right? Somebody from day number 3 finally decides to buy on day number 60. Yes, it happens that way. But will you be here on day number 60? We guarantee our success by showing up until, by doing until, by being here until. So we do number 4 and 5, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, we do number 4 and 5, right? To get all the time together, you have a winning recipe, y'all, because those 2 things right there are why people buy. They buy because you inspired me, and then you asked me to buy from you, and it was the logical choice. Yes, I want to buy from you. Yes, this makes sense for me. I'm so glad that you asked me because I was really unclear. So if you don't ask, you're not going to get, right? Number 6, commit to your journey. Okay. Again, we're guaranteeing our success. How do we commit to our journey, Steph? Well, the great thing about our course is that you can continue to log in every single day and learn new stuff. Because you're not going to sit there and go through the entire course, learning everything, and then deciding to get busy. No, you're going to get set up. Again, you're going to follow my orientation video. Okay. I give you precise instructions on what modules to go through and why. Okay. You're going to do that. You're going to get out there. You're going to start doing what I just shared here. Pick your platform, inspire, empower, share your journey, educate, and ask people to buy from you. Ask people to join you. Ask people to go take a look. Ask people whatever, right? You're making the call to actions every single day. You commit to your journey by logging in and decide, today I'm going to learn a little bit about search engine optimization. Today I'm going to learn a little bit about branding, and I'm going to apply what I learned about branding directly back to my business and kick my business up just a notch. And then I'm going to go shoot a YouTube video, or then I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to tell the people what I learned today about branding, right? And tell them how I thought branding was colors and fonts and photo shoots. And what I learned was no one gives a darn about that. That what branding really is this. Oh, do I make this too easy? Because that's what I would do. That's what I did then. This is what I thought. This is what I learned. No, I just that's what it is. So when you commit to your journey, you always have things to share. You always have new discoveries. But will you commit to this stuff? Y'all, this is the business plan. This will make you money. This will make you money. All right. Number 7. Okay. Here we go. Powerful for guaranteed. Every single day, right? Giving up is not an option. Right? Every day we restart our 30-day journey. Every single day we restart our 90-day blitz. Every single day we start our 100-day to prosperity journey. Like whatever it is that you're on, whatever you're calling it, you restart it. We're not counting down. It's another commitment. Day number 1, or should I say Monday, you wake up, 30-day commitment. You wake up on Tuesday, another 30-day commitment. Because then now guess what? There's no sights of quitting. It's not we're winding down. You're steadily making another commitment. You're going to do it until. And because you're committed to your journey and you have a platform to keep learning from, and you have mentorship to help you with both your mindset, your skill set, everything, right? You are going to get better because there's no other option but to get better. No one runs a business not to make money. So of course you're going to make money. You do what you got to do to make money. You do what you got to do to learn. You do what you got to do to get better. When it becomes non-negotiable, when it becomes like it's not even open for discussion, it's amazing what you will pull off. I'm not lying, y'all. Like so much of it is right up here with the decisions that we make and how we actually follow through on them. Right? Again, trusting ourselves. Trusting ourselves that I made the right decision, that going live every single night's the play to make in my business. Trusting myself that being on TikTok, that's the play for me. And I'm showing up every single day confidently in my content because I know that's where I'm supposed to be. I know my people are there. I know my message is going to be received well there. Right? Trusting yourself and then backing yourself. You don't need someone to hype you up. You be your hype girl. You be your hype boy. Right? You be your Flavor Flav. There's no better hype person than yourself. We all love affirmations. We all love people saying good things about us. But I haven't found nobody that can hype me up better than me. Because when I hype myself up, I believe it. I believe I'm the best. I believe I'm a bad mamma jamma. Right? Like I believe I'm the people's mentor. I believe I'm showing up to get paid. I believe this stuff. Right? So learn how to be your own hype person. Learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to look yourself in the mirror, right? And tell yourself what kind of day it's going to be. And know that it's so. Stop letting people steal your joy, steal your passion, steal your inspiration. Right? Stop being a victim to what's going on right now. Right? Be empowered by where you're going, what you're making happen. Again, may sound woohoo to some people, but all I know over the 16 years that every single time, again, all of these things, I've gotten better with these things over the years because of mentorship, right? New awarenesses, new insights. It makes a difference. It just makes a difference. Until you trust yourself to live in this way, you won't know what kind of difference it makes. All right. So here's the deal. If you are ready to get set up for online business success, all right, like if you know that time is for you, right? Just type in the live chat, right? I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. Here's the beautiful thing about what we do in terms of getting started. Okay. I'm going to share something I never have really shared before, but it's great insight. And it's great for you to know. Okay. Number one, it's a one-time investment. It's a one-time investment. Okay. $500, whether you do the turnkey system, whether you do the blueprint. Most people do them both, right? But it's a one-time investment for both. It's either $110 investment, $500 investment, or $610 investment. All right? One-time investment. Please write this down. Virtually no overhead. Virtually no overhead. Veronica, email me. Let me know that you want to be one of the ones to be mentored. Would love to work with you. Like would absolutely be my honor to mentor you this month. Y'all, virtually no overhead. I remember here, and I want you to hear me on this, okay? It's crazy, but I remember years ago where it was like kind of like guaranteed you needed to be spending about, or investing, I should say, I'm sorry, that was bad of me. You needed to be investing, right, about $100 a month. Do you understand that many people stop because they run out of business, they run out of money? Go do your research on that. Most businesses go out of business because they run out of money. I've known so many people over the years that haven't been able to persist because they couldn't make it make sense. And again, it is all up here too, as far as that. Like we got to understand that. Right? But when someone has to contemplate, okay, can I give another $100 this month? And maybe they're not exactly where they want to be in their business. And now they have to base their sticking power on whether or not they can afford it. We don't have that. Why don't we have that? Because we give you a free marketing system. You don't have any overhead to run your money getting system. It's free. You don't have any overhead to run your autoresponder. It's free. You get to generate leads, follow up with your leads, and make money without any overhead. Please write that down. I want you to write down $110/blueprint, $500/turnkey system, $610 both or all in, however you want to. I want you to visually see that. And then underneath there, I want you to write down virtually no overhead. You may pay for other things, I don't know, but as it pertains to running this business, there's not the typical overhead that a lot of people have with like course creation sites, right? Like for my Podia site, I pay $70 a month for that. I got smart with my marketing tools, right? Again, because I don't pay for those. I paid a one-time cost and that's it. I don't worry about them every single month. But one-time investment. So you don't have that nagging feeling of, oh, I got to remember, like I'm going to get dinged for this next month. You don't have that, right? You don't have that. All right. Jordan, email me, hon. Email me. Again, it would be an absolute freaking pleasure to mentor you as well. Email me. And then, so again, right, virtually no overhead. You can just go ahead and put 0. Because everything that it takes to run your business doesn't cost you anything. YouTube is free. TikTok is free. Facebook is free. Instagram is free. No ads. So whatever platform you choose, there's no cost to that either. So literally any cost that you want to incur or is up to you. It's up to you. Right? I've even put my community onto, which anyone probably knows about the different tools that are out there, right? Where we're able to clip our content right into YouTube Shorts and Reels. You can get started with that for free too. And I love that because there's no pressure. It's literally a one-time investment and then elbow grease. Write that down. It's a one-time investment and then elbow grease. And then again, all the things that we talk about during this, right? All the stuff that just comes along with the territory and that you get better at, right? As you intentionally work on it and implement it. Because there are days where I have to remind myself of things. Until certain things became just a practice, I have to remind myself, right, to the ways to look at things, right? Remind myself how to approach things, how not to be, guided by current circumstances and situations, right? To correct my mood. But I'm like, why am I pissy about, I can't control this right here. But what I can control, right, is taking some action to generate some sales, to get some leads. That's what I can control, right? So a lot of this, y'all, it's a practice. You have to decide to make it a practice in your life, right? Much like doing videos daily or whatever it is that you're doing, it's all a practice. You might suck at creating reels until you've done your 50th reel, and then you begin to master it. Why? Because you made it a practice of doing reels every single day. All right. Next thing I want you to write down, 98% profit margins. Whoa, Steph, what? Yeah, I don't want to say 100% because Stripe takes out like 2.9%, which is your merchant fees, right? So they don't charge you anything. But when you make a sale, they're keeping 2.9%. So right around 3%. I'm sorry, I should have put 97%. PayPal, the same thing, right? I think there's this 2.9% as well, right? So out of like a $500 sale, you end up keeping $485. Not bad margins, right? Not bad margins. And all this stuff is created once and sold over and over and over again. So there's no inventory. You don't have to go into your think tank and then create another product in the next couple of months and then plan this big crazy launch. And there's no bandwidth. There's none of that. Right? So the margins are ridiculous. Right? You make a $100 blueprint sale, right? I think you're keeping like, what, $97 of that? Not bad. Not bad. And the way that we help you get set up with Klarna and Afterpay, they assume the payment plan. So you get all your money up front. Beautiful. All right. So make sure you write that down. So one-time investment, virtually no overhead, 98% profit margins. Beautiful, right? So again, many people stop because they run out of money. What else do you have to do when you make your one-time investment? But to get out there every single day and work your plan. Work your plan. Whatever that plan is, work your plan. Right? So I'm just going to run down real quick everything that you get. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, if you're ready to get started, my link is down below, goprowithsteph.com. All right. And that's where you can, again, see all the details there again, view the sales page, right? Get started, right? Get started. Like I always say this, those that know, like, right? If this is what you need right now to help you get what it is that you want. All right. So with the turnkey system, all right, you get the digital marketing core training. So you'll learn what digital marketing really is. You'll get an understanding of what it is. You get online business automation training and tools. You get online automation tools, training and setup. So as you're learning about online business automation, you are actually learning how to use the tools and get things set up. It's brilliant. You're not just sitting there learning, right? You're setting up your tools as you're learning about the tools. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All right. You get a done for you money making system. So you don't have to figure out, you're not creating anything from scratch, right? We give you the actual model, right? And you can actually begin to build from there. And if you guys go to GoPro with Steph and you like my sales page, like you like my thing, right? That is now available, right? For you to be able to copy. All right. That is now available. So if you're like, I want your system, again, what do I say? You can model my entire business. All right. You guys can thank Gretchen, say, thanks, Gretchen. Right? Because she took it upon herself to copy my sales page in system.io. And so now we have a share code for anyone in system.io that wants to use it. Right? So that's also an option there. All right. And also, right, as a part of my community, you've done for you funnels. We have an attraction marketing funnel. We have an all-in funnel that allows you to promote both the blueprint and the turnkey system. So like nothing you're doing is from scratch unless you just want to go from scratch, right? Like the hard work is already done between myself and between, Hannah and her team. It's already done for you. All right. You get social media training. So if you're like, Steph, I don't know like how to use the platforms, right? You're going to get foundational training on how to use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All right. And then come October 11th, you're also going to get foundational training on how to use YouTube. I will be doing that training, right, for the actual community. So excited about that. So no matter, and YouTube's not social media, but it is a platform that I believe every single person should understand and know, because this is your long play. This is your Netflix. You want to build this from like day one. All right. I would say choose this as your platform, but you could always choose something else. Most people end up coming back to YouTube. Let me tell you something. The actual owner of the program, right, has over 100,000 followers on TikTok. And when I was talking to her about why I use YouTube, why I want to teach other people YouTube, she was like, no, it makes so much sense. She's like, because the lifespan of her TikToks, it's only so long. And they get no more play. They get no more love. So as long as you go into, like, again, the trainings will help you with that, right? But what I know about YouTube is that if you rock steady, you build a library, and content you created today can still generate you leads months and even years from now, right? Again, depending upon how evergreen it actually is. That's why so many big players that went like viral on Instagram, right, are now back over on YouTube, right, or trying to build YouTube because they realize that's not the long play, right? It's a great attraction marketing play. It's a great way to like build up your followers and stuff, right? But the long-term play definitely is YouTube. And that's why so many of them are coming to YouTube. And I've heard so many of them actually say, like, if I would have known what I've known, I would have started on YouTube. Real talk. All right. You get training on how to create and build your own brand. Absolutely gold. So you're going to really learn about branding, how to begin building your brand. All right. You're going to learn about list growth and email marketing. You're going to learn about search engine optimization, blogging, and keywords. You're going to learn about marketing and promotion, right? Like, again, what platforms to choose, why to choose it, and to evaluate what's going to work better for you. You get training on content creation and distribution. So you're going to learn like what makes really great and compelling content. What's the best kind of content, right, for you to create to get people raising their hands, opting in, wanting more information, right, desiring to get started. So if you know nothing about content creation, again, you're going to learn that. All right. I love the content training. You get the free marketing system. You get ongoing community support and resources. All right. You get a license to sell it as your own. All right. You get a license to sell it as your own. And just like the blueprint, you can actually download the actual files and own them forever so that you assure that you are in business forever. Beautiful. There's nothing else I know out there that's like this, right? Where you actually get to own the actual course. Someone say fire, right? And you earn $500 every single time you sell it. Remember, so they buy it directly from your site. So the money comes directly to you, directly to your PayPal, directly to your Stripe, which then goes into your bank account, right? They can pay you through Cash App. Like, you can set up how you want to get paid, and the money comes directly to you. All right, y'all, and Stripe allows people to pay you with Cash App through Stripe. It's beautiful, beautiful. Y'all, I remember so many years ago, it took so much to be able to accept debit and credit cards from people, right? Not everybody wanted to use PayPal. PayPal itself has come a really long way. But y'all, all of y'all, right, can do business like a real business and accept debit and credit cards, right, without a credit check, without going through these long, lengthy processes, without crazy merchant fees, right? It's just beautiful. Like, again, this is why I say, like, everybody needs this training. Everybody needs this. All right. You also, let's say you have a passion. Let's say you have a passion and you're like, I really want to turn this passion right into my own product, or I want to turn this passion into an actual business. We have training in that walks you through the process of turning an idea that you have into an actual business. Beautiful, beautiful. So not only can you go through that training and learn how to turn an idea into a product or a business, but then you can still double dip and sell the actual course to earn $500 for people that actually want to learn how to do what you do, right? So again, proof positive that this can stand all by itself. If you never wanted to make money by reselling the course like I do and like my partners do, you could just simply learn from it, right? Turn a passion into a business, right? And again, change your life because of the information and you taking action on the information. All right. Talk about the ability to download. You get lifetime access to it all. All right. Lifetime access to it all. Again, we have 2.0 coming October 11th. All right. Which is going to be more information in there as well. The one thing I want you to understand, this is very foundational. Like, you are going to get rooted. You're going to understand this stuff. You are setting yourself up for long-term business success. Right, y'all, this is why I like take the time to share the way that I share, is because I want you to know like what this is all about. And if you make the decision like this is not for you, like, I want you to know what you're leaving on the table. I want you to know like what you're saying no to, right? And if you're like on the fence and you're like, the stuff that sounds so good, like, I don't want to sell you, but I want to make sure you are aware, right, of what's here for you, right, to help you with your online business journey. Something that will always be in your back pocket. And then it's a complete learn and earn online business in a box. That's how I look at it. You get to learn and you get to earn, right? And again, the earning potential is so big because you can decide to create your own services based upon what you learn, right? If you want to like, for example, let's say you dive into the branding, right? And you learn something that you're like, oh my gosh, and you get inspired to create an ebook around branding. You could do that because you're schooled on it now. Right? And you can share your own insights around it and create an ebook if you wanted to and sell that as well. Like, it's just so many ways you can go with this. My favorite is selling the course though. I like that sleep money. I like that sleep money. But seriously, I do. I like that 24/7 money where it's like, I set my system up once and it works for me every single day. And that's what I want for y'all as well. All right. It's really, really fun, especially when you start really nailing your daily content that calls people in. Right. And you're like, I don't even know who they are, but they signed up, they got started. That's what the internet, right, gives each and every one of us like the power to do if we will just do it. And this course empowers us, right, with the information to go out there and do it. We condense time frames. You don't have to free 99 your way. You don't have to figure out like, am I getting right information? You can actually trust what's going on here and take action based upon what you're actually learning here. And then you get mentorship as well. All right. And then of course you get additional bonuses and resources from me. All right. So you get daily mentorship lessons. You get my mentorship community, which has additional resources. That's where the orientation video is. I do daily content, a daily content bank where I give you 3 different content ideas. So if you're stuck on what to create or you need some ideas, right, you can go right there. You get a lot. Like you really, really get a lot. I over deliver because I have 16 years of experience that I want to make use of, right? And again, I know I was born a mentor. This is what I was designed to do. And I've just been able to offer this mentorship right on the back end of this amazing freaking course. All right. So again, if you have any questions, let me know, right? But what I would love for you to do is go down below, click on GoProWithSteph.com, make sure you get the details, make sure you really understand what this is, all right? And then if you decide to get started, right, email me and say, because again, not everyone that it purchases desires mentorship, right? Some just want to go and do what they want to do. But if you would love to be one of the 10 that I mentored this month, all right, email me, all right? Whether you're already in, whether you're just getting started, email me. All right, I make no assumptions, right? Again, because I see what goes on. I see who opens up and logs in. So I know not everyone desires this. But for those that desire it, like I would love to supercharge your success. I would love to give you extra. All right. So Starlet says, I'm ready. Love it. Eddie David says, I'm ready. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love hearing that. So for those of you guys that are ready, like I've heard enough, I'm ready to take action. You can go to GoProWithSteph.com. And you can get signed up, enroll, take action from there. And as soon as you get started, all right, because I'm going to be standing by tonight and I will send you over a welcome email and make sure that you are fully plugged in. Please write this down. All right, I'm going to say it again. Once you enroll, all right, on the thank you page, it's going to automatically, right, give you the link of where to go and create your account, right, for the turnkey system, for the roadmap system where you're going to be able to log in. Okay. Don't log in and then get all overwhelmed with what's there. Instead, I'm going to make sure that you have access to my mentorship community and you're going to log in there and you're going to watch the orientation video. If you're going to do anything tonight, that's what you do. Okay, if you're going to wait until tomorrow to log in, that's the first thing that you do, right? From that orientation video, you will be set. All right, from that orientation video, you'll be set. And I want you to follow the instructions in that orientation video. And if you have any questions, email me, right? And I'll make sure that you are headed down the right path to get set up in the fastest way. All right. And then again, make sure you do email me and say, Steph, I enrolled and I want your mentorship. All right. And I'll let y'all know how that's going to work. All right. I'm excited. I'm super, super excited. So again, I hope tonight has been amazing. To me, it feels like it's been so expansive. I love what it is that I do. I love inspiring in this way. And I look so forward, right, to helping like anyone who's ready to get started on this journey, that's serious about it, right, and literally wants to make the best, right, of these last 3 months of 2023, right? There's a lot that you can accomplish, right, again, if you simply decide. You can lock in your success if you simply decide. Your success can be guaranteed if you simply decide. All right. So have a fantastic evening. I will see you guys back tomorrow and welcome to all of y'all that are getting started.